The third value chain activity inside the center of the value chain is deliver and support. This is where a lot of us work if we work in the IT world. If you happen to work in IT support, you probably work inside of deliver and support. The purpose of deliver and support as a value chain activity is to ensure that the services are delivered and supported according to the agreed specifications and stakeholder expectations. I like to think about this as service operation. We want to make sure the end user is getting the service and support that they need, and that's why we call it deliver and support. I'm going to deliver some sort of capability and support that end user. When you're watching one of my videos, you're using the deliver and support process. We are delivering that video to you, and if you have a problem, we support you. That's part of that particular service. Now, as we design the next video, that would go back to design and transition. As we're trying to film and edit that next video, that's obtain and build. But once we have it ready and you're ready to consume it, that becomes deliver and support. And the same thing works inside our IT services. If I'm building a new email server, that's an obtain build. Once it's out and you're using that email server, we're now in deliver and support. So what are some of the inputs inside of deliver and support? The first one is any new and changed products and services that are provided by design and transition. Remember, obtain build is going to build it, pass it back to transition, and then transition is going to make sure it gets smoothly put into the marketplace so that deliver and support can then run it from there. We're also going to have our contracts and our agreements with external and internal suppliers and partners provided to us from Engage. As Engage does all the external engagements, we're then going to use those contracts to get the things we need inside of deliver and support. We also are going to get service components provided to us by obtain and build. As they built that new email server, it's going to be transitioned, and eventually we are going to get it here in deliver and support. Then we're going to get things like improvement initiatives and plans that are going to come out of the improve process or a value chain activity. We're also going to get improvement status reports from the improve value chain activity. We're going to get user support tasks from Engage, because anytime we're talking to a user, that's an engagement function. And we're also going to be looking at the knowledge and information. The knowledge and information about our new and changed service components and services from design and transition or obtain and build, or the knowledge and information about third-party service components from our Engage partnerships. All of that is the way we're going to get things into this value chain activity. Now, on the other side, we're going to output a lot of things. And we're going to output things like the services that we're delivering to our customers and users. This is the thing that you're actually using. When you go to the website, you're in the deliver and support because you're taking advantage of the delivery. You're also going to get the outputs of information on the completion of user support tasks for Engage. So if you have a problem and you submitted a support ticket, at some point you're going to get a result coming back to you through the Engage process that says your ticket has been solved and here was the resolution. Another thing you're going to get is product and service performance information that comes out of Engage and Improve as those value chain activities. All of this needs to get back out to that end user. We're also going to output things like improvement opportunities. And as we figure out, hey, the way we're delivering our videos isn't the best, maybe we should do it this other way, we would give that improvement recommendation and opportunity over to Improve, which then can consolidate that, prioritize that, and figure out how we're going to better ourselves for the long term. When we talk about improvements for contracts and agreement requirements, that's going to go into the Engage value chain activity. And if we look at all the different change requests, any of those that come in as part of delivery and support, we're going to output those over to obtain and build so that they can obtain or build the thing and change it to the way we need. All of this are things, as you can see, that interlock together. They're all very much going in and out all of the time. And the last output we have for the deliver and support activity is the service performance information. We're going to collect a lot of information about our services. Maybe we're running servers and we're finding out how much space is left on a shared drive, or the uptime, or the availability, or the capacity, or the throughput. All of that is service performance information. And as we collect all of that, we're going to process it and then pass it back over to the design and transition phase. Why would we give it to design and transition? Well, because they're constantly looking at what capacity you have and do you need more. For example, if we had one single web server and we started seeing that the trend was that we were using 80 or 90 or 95% capacity, we want to make sure we're designing version 2 of that web server with additional capacity. Maybe that's moving to a cloud architecture. Maybe that's moving to a multi-site homed environment or using a content distribution network. Whatever that is, it has to be designed. And so by feeding this service performance information back to design and transition, they can help us design what the next version of our service is going to look like.